the spirit of silence, whose presence erases words mid-sentence. The first time it happened was in the market of Umeji. A woman was bargaining for yams, her hands loud with gesture, her voice firm. But as the sentence left her lips, the sound broke apart, her words vanished into nothing, as if swallowed midair. She blinked, mouth open, the sentence unfinished. The yam seller frowned, asking her to repeat. She tried again. Nothing. The crowd went still. Others spoke, testing their tongues. But one by one, their words faltered, snapped, dissolved. Laughter stopped halfway. Arguments ended before their sharpest sting. Prayers collapsed before the gods could hear them. And then came the sound, not silence, but the absence of sound. A hollow, pulling quiet that throbbed like a wound in the air. The elders of Umeji gasped, for they had heard the old warning. When silence is not chosen but imposed, beware the spirit who walks unseen. That night, no one spoke aloud. They only watched the corners of the huts, where shadows pulled too thickly, and waited. The spirit of silence. The spirit of silence was said to be born from broken promises, words made and never kept. It drifted where tongues were careless, where truth was betrayed, where songs were left unfinished. Umeji had been careless. In their hunger for trade, they had promised their neighboring clan 30 baskets of millet. Instead, they gave only 12, laughing as they sent the emissary away. The curse began then, though no one marked it. Now, in the moonlit hush, the people of Umeji sat together, eyes wide, lips sealed. Children whimpered, their cries swallowed before they reached the ear. Dogs barked with open mouths but no sound followed. The river rushed unseen but silent. Even the wind moved through the palms without a whisper. The world had become a painting. Among them was a girl named Onaye. She had a stubborn heart, bold where others shrank. The silence crushed her, yet she felt something within her pulse against it. She remembered her grandmother's tale. The spirit of silence feeds only on sound. But if you carry a word inside, one word you never release, it cannot steal it from you. Onaye closed her eyes. She thought of her mother's name, soft and strong. She kept it burning on her tongue, unspoken, held tight like a stone in her chest. That night, as the village huddled together, the spirit came. It appeared not as a shape but as a warping of space. The air folded wrong, shadows leaning inward. When it passed, breath itself faltered. A boy tried to scream and his jaw snapped open, yet no sound came. His face twisted in terror as the spirit slid across him like water. Onaye clutched her chest, whispering her word only in thought. The spirit paused near her. The air bowed inward. She felt her ribs ache as if silence were pressing them shut. But it could not drink what she had not spoken. By dawn, half the village was broken. They mouthed words that never formed again, their tongues heavy, their throats hollow. They had lost speech forever. Onaye refused to yield. She walked alone into the sacred grove, where the spirit lingered thickest. The trees swayed noiselessly, leaves falling without a sound, even as they struck the ground. She faced the formless presence. Her chest thundered with her hidden word. And then she spoke. Mother. The word did not vanish. It cut through the silence like a spear. The spirit recoiled, folding backward, shuddering as though pierced. The grove cracked with a sudden rush of all the stolen words, prayers, curses, laughter, songs, pouring out at once. The air became a storm of voices. But the flood was too great. The sound burned the grove, bending branches, toppling trees. Onaye fell to her knees, her voice spent, her word gone. When she awoke, Umeji was changed. Voices had returned, but not all of them belonged to the living. In every heart, whispers lingered that no mouth spoke. Songs sometimes began without singers. Arguments fled where no one stood. The spirit of silence had been wounded, not killed. Its hunger scattered, lodged in the soil, in the walls, in the air. And Onaye, her voice never came back. She walked the village mute, her eyes fierce, her silence deeper than anyone's. The people called her the keeper of the last word. At night, when the quiet grew too heavy, they swore they saw the grove bend inward again, the spirit circling, waiting for another chance to drink. Moral: guard the words you speak, for silence remembers what you waste.